Hello friends! In this video you'll see how the actors of the movie The Wanderers 1979 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now in 2023. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Turkey was one of the Wanderers but wanted to defect with the Fort Hambaldis, for which he even shaved his head. He can report to the gang on the current situation and is able to follow the gang leader's orders clearly and unconditionally. Joey, John Friedrich, is one of the Wanderers who is not afraid to speak out rudely to other gang members but doesn't always know the measure in this and doesn't know how to remain silent. He can be a bit overconfident and can be brave in front of others. Perry, Tony Genius, has become one of the Wanderers. He is self-confident, used to talking calmly and tries to resolve everything without aggression, but in case of need, he can stand up for another, using physical power, has a good punch and can take over on 10 guys. Buddy, Jim Youngs, is one of the members of the Wanderers and is often in Richie's company. He sometimes shows self-confidence, can come up with various ideas, but not always mature. He is attracted to girls with big busts, who are older than him, can sing well. Terror is in charge of the Fort Hambaldis gang, has a cheeky nature, takes food from the gang members and doesn't forgive those who insult them, for which he can teach them a lesson. Played by Ireland 1 Leeds Jude, who died in '87 of heart failure. Pee-wee maintains a good relationship with Terror, with whom she is in the Fort Hambaldis. She is attentive and won't tolerate when her gang is insulted, which she immediately reports to them. Played by Linda Mons, who passed away in 2020 from pneumonia. Nina, Karen Allen, was the girl Richie touched on the breasts and with whom she developed a mutual romantic interest. She can be pretty principled about some things, but she is not used to hide her mutual sympathy. Nina is involved in music and loves to read. Despy Galasso, Tony Callum, is in a love relationship with Richie, for whom she shows sincere feelings. She clearly knows what she wants and doesn't want to be used by a guy and takes relationships seriously. May succumb to the persuasion of his boyfriend. Clinton, Michael Wright, goes to the same school as Joey, with whom he is also in the same class. He is the founder of the Del Bombers gang and has constant conflicts with Italians from his class. He can compromise and tries to solve problems without violence. Bowling bankroller loves to play bowling with his friends, including for money. He feels confident, can be greedy, and only plays a certain pattern in order to win for sure. Because of the scam, they were taught a lesson by Chubby. He was played by Richard Price. Chubby Galasso is Despy's blood father and has a strong word for the Bronx Mafia. He doesn't like long conversations and usually gets right to the point. He never says no to help his own people. Played by Dolph Sweet. Mr. Sharp teaches at a school in the Bronx and is the teacher of Richie and some of his gang. He can be demanding, is well versed in history and knows many quotes. Tried to settle a racial conflict between students in the class. The role was played by Val Avery. Joey's mom is Emilio's wife. She humbly treats many things, including not reacting to the way her husband treats her son and cheats on her. She has weariness in her eyes, played by Olympia Dukakis, who passed away in 2021 after prolonged health problems. Black Sportsman is quite familiar with Clinton and also maintained friendly relations with Chubby Galasso. He loves when agreements are respected and his advice is listened to. Some things prefer to keep under personal control. The role is played by Ken Forey. Ducky Boy Leader Alan Bronstein, lives in a disadvantaged area of the Bronx where Richie and his buddies inadvertently wandered into. He is an adherent of cruel methods. He can easily beat a person with a bat or attack with a knife. He can control his aggression. Crying woman has lived most of her life in the Bronx. She doesn't know how to restrain her emotions and can throw out her feelings to show others. Like many others, she took the death of President John F. Kennedy very painfully, played by Sally Ann Golden. Roger is a close relative of Clinton, but is not a member of his gang, although obeys the instructions of terror. Despite the fact that he is among whites, he still reacts sharply to insults of African Americans. Has a strong hands. He was played by Sam Art Williams. Douchey, Bruce Nozick, is a student of Mr. Sharp and a classmate of Clinton. He is non-confrontational and not afraid to sit in the front row in class, not used to be embarrassed about being Jewish, and not trying to belittle anyone for their ethnicity. Georgie is one of Richie's classmates. He has good grades in school and has a responsible approach to everything. He often does his homework for Richie and is happy to help him and can mimic his handwriting in a very similar way, played by Michael Pasternak. Marine recruiter Bert Harris works for the US War Department and was the one who recruited the gang terror. He's self-confident, observant, calm and capable of showing cunning. In his work, he is ready to use even carnal methods with intimidation or weapons. Big Lady is a Bronx resident whom Joey showed interest in and wanted to grab her. She is not infrequently the center of men's attention because of her large height and large bust. She has a lot of self-respect and is able to shame guys. Richie, Ken Wall, is a ringleader of the Wanderers but has not been a hardliner. He always tries to come to the aid of any of his gang and in difficult situations will not abandon to his fate. Knows how to be grateful. Loves to listen to rock and roll. Baldy is one of the members of the Fordham Baldy's gang. He is susceptible to insults, is not infrequently involved in bullying others on and off occasions, and enjoys drinking, played by Danny Aiello III, who passed away in 2010 from pancreatic cancer. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.